Hey Edison friends, it's me, Mr. Webster. You've seen me around the school. You may know that I'm the speech therapist at the school, but you probably don't know that when I'm not at school, I'm working on my parents' grape farm here in Northeast Pennsylvania. So Northeast is just about 20 minutes away from Edison, and it's in part of the world's largest Concord grape growing region. It stretches all the way from Cleveland to Buffalo along the southern shore of Lake Erie. Grapes were first planted here in Northeast in the 1840s. That's almost 200 years ago. Since then, people have planted over 10,000 acres of grapes. All right, so today we're going to show you some things about grapes. You ready? All right, let's go. All right, so here we are, guys. We're right in front of the Grape Picker, the grape harvester. All right, so this is a large machine. All right, its job is to go through and pick all the grapes. So pretend I'm a post, a grape post. The Grape Picker will pass me. And as it's going past me, these beater arms are gonna smack the grapes really hard, and they're gonna vibrate the grape rows. They're gonna shake and hit the grapes so hard that they're all gonna fall off onto these conveyor belts. They're gonna hit these catching leaves and slide down onto these conveyor belts. The conveyor belts will pull them to the back of the machine. Okay, so here we are at the back of the Grape Picker. The grapes have already been knocked off the vines, and they're coming along these conveyor belts. So the grapes are coming off this belt now and falling onto this conveyor belt. They're then going to go up into this machine, which is called the blower. And the job of the blower is to suck all the leaves out and all the sticks out. It's going to grind them up with this big crushing wheel in here, and it's going to spit them out the back. The grapes, though, will continue to pass onto another conveyor belt and go up towards the top of the machine. You can see there's two sides. There's a belt on the right side and the conveyor belts on the left side. So they're both going up onto the top, and they're going to join into another belt up there. All right, so I'm up here now, guys. So the grapes come up the conveyor belts on the right and left side of the grape and fall onto this next belt. It goes out this way into those tractors, the bins on the back of the tractors. There's another device here, it's called the MOG, the materials other than grapes. This is another device that tries to separate any other sticks and leaves that may be with the grapes. So you can see, you can't see, but there's some wheels up here that spin, and they're gonna further separate the sticks and let the grapes fall down onto the next belt. All right, so the grapes are now coming to this next belt where they're gonna go way out here to the end of the chute. They're then going to fall into the bins on the back of those grape trailers. So you guys saw all those grapes coming off of the chute into those grape bins. So each one of those grape bins holds over a ton of grapes, okay? And the trailers, the tractor trailers, the semis that take the loads of grapes away, those haul 25 or 30 tons of grape at a time. And sometimes we can have 8 or 10 loads of grapes a day. So that's a lot of grapes. Mostly our grapes go towards juice and jelly. What's your favorite for jelly? You better say grape. So 2 important things we need to consider when we grow grapes are, we want to make sure that we grow a lot of grapes, and we also want to make sure that they're really sweet. Okay, so we're going to test the sweetness of the grapes by using this probe and a refractometer. And I'll show you how we're going to do that. So we're going to stick the probe all the way down here and move it around, close it up, and pull it out. Okay? All right, so now we're inside and we're going to test the sugar. All right, so the first step is we have to open up this probe and let all the grapes slide out into this bucket. So Concord grapes are really sweet on the outside and sour on the inside. So it's really important at this point to blend them up so we can get a good representation of how sweet the grape actually is. So I'm gonna pour this into the blender now. And we're looking for a sugar that's higher than 15 bricks. That's 15% sugar. That's usually what the different grape juice factories want. They want at least 15 sugar, so then they don't have to add any other sugars into the juice. So we'll blend this up and we'll see what we get. All right. So now we'll pour a little bit into this napkin. And squeeze a drop up onto this refractometer, which is a tool that measures sugar content. Now I'll put a drip of this blended up grape juice onto the refractometer. $17.6. That's a sweet grape. Those are definitely sweet. Let me see. Yep, awesome. All right, guys. Well, I had a lot of fun today. We talked about grapes in Northeast, and we looked at the Grape Picker and how it works, and then we talked about sugar content in grapes and loading up the semis. It was a really fun day. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you around.